$2,000 secret surprise for you. I have all the details and what you need to know right here in the video, so let's get right into it. First off, I do have a special announcement right here in this video, so you might want to stick around for at least the next couple minutes. Let's get right into it. However, really quickly before we do, thank you so much for joining me. If you're new here or if you haven't done so yet, please make sure to subscribe by hitting the button right down below the video, as it's totally free to do so, and so I can keep you updated each and every day during this very busy time as we're getting new announcements that are hitting the wire literally every single day. I'm doing all that research, breaking it all down into these short videos, which I deliver a couple times throughout the day so you can stay updated with what is actually going on right now, especially with all these announcements coming out of the administration, the president, lawmakers, Congress, and everything that Congress is currently working on right now, including all these new bills, packages, proposals, amendments, reform to these very important fixed income benefits, as well as anything in regards to money, raises to benefits, programs, checks, stimulus, and anything else that Congress is working on. Of course, I want to make sure that you know about it right away, and I want to keep you updated with all this information, as well as keeping you informed with all of this confusing information as it is hitting the wire and pointing out anything you can possibly get your hands on right here, right now. So let's get into it and talk about what's going on. Thanks again for joining me. I really do appreciate it. Please make sure to subscribe down below if you haven't done so, and let's get into it and talk about the secret surprise I want to share with you right here in this video. All right, so like I said at the beginning of the video, stick with me here because things are going to be a little bit different in this video, and I think some of you here in the community might be pretty excited about it, which, by the way, some of you have been asking lately. I've seen this in the comments section a number of times recently. I just want to throw this out there really quickly. When I say community, I literally mean if you're watching this video, if you're subscribed to the channel, if you're watching other videos here on the channel, you're part of the community. That's what I mean by that, okay? Totally free to watch all this stuff, totally free to be here. That's what I mean by the community. Basically, if you're hearing me say this right now, you're part of the community, okay? So, I mean, unless you're like in a busy bus right now and you're like somebody standing by somebody else watching this video on their phone, then hey, join the community. You know what I mean? So anyway, let's get into it and talk about what's going on. All right, so just stick with me here. I promise you, I'm going to share something new, and I'm kind of excited about it. So we're going to try something a little bit different in this video here. All right, so many of you are very aware of this Amazon project. I know, it's pretty cool stuff, right? I'm absolutely loving this right now. It is such a fun thing to do. I mean, seriously, the emails that I get and all the communication that I get from those of you that are receiving packages, and when I reach out to you and say, hey, you've been chosen, you're so excited. These people are so excited. It's unbelievable. I just love the messages. It's so nice. Anyway, and honestly, to be real with you, selfishly, it kind of makes me feel really good to know that I'm actually doing something for people that are kind of struggling right now. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. To me, it feels like this is just what I feel like I should be doing right now, is helping everybody as much as I possibly can. And like I said, this is my dedication. This is my commitment to you and the community. So I feel like, hey, all the stars have aligned. Right? Feels good, right? So anyway, this is cool stuff. All right, so we've been doing this project for a while now. We've been sending out all the necessities, things like laundry detergent, dish soap, dishwasher tabs. We've been sending out like shampoos, conditioners, body wash, bar soaps, you know, all these kind of things like this. However, I've been saying this for a while now, for at least a month or so, and I want to try this in this video alone right now. We're going to give it a little test within the test. Here's what we're going to do. This video alone, we're dedicating $2,000 to to bigger small items. What do I mean by this? Let's focus just this video on cool things like, I don't know, maybe small kitchen appliances. Let me give you some examples. And again, this is not limited to this. There's so many small little things out there that you could get within this. Now again, I'm going to talk through the dollar amounts here in just a minute because obviously this can get carried away really quickly here. So again, I kind of have some parameters on this, but let me give you a couple quick like kitchen type small appliances that this could fall into the category of, right? All right, so here's what we're looking at. Maybe things like a crock pot, or maybe like an Instant Pot, or maybe like a blender, or maybe like one of those grinder things. What's it called? Where you throw a bunch of stuff in. Maybe that's called a blender. Yeah, it's called a blender. Sorry. I was thinking about the spinny thing. You know, the little spinny thing that mix up like a cake mix? What's that thing called? A mixer. Yeah, a mixer. Stuff like that. Maybe little coffee pots, maybe like a George Foreman grill, maybe like a panini press. I'm trying to think what's in my kitchen. Seriously, I'm just being real with you right now. I'm like going through the cabinets right now thinking like, what's in there? You know what I mean? So I'm trying to think of all these little appliances that we have. Honestly, we don't have much. So those are kind of the basic ones that we have. But it's not limited to this. It could be things like maybe an electric toothbrush. Honestly, I use a Sonicare. I love it. I have a Sonicare toothbrush. I've been using it for years, and I absolutely love the thing. If you've never used one before, I'll give you a quick little pro tip. It kind of tickles the mouth a little bit. So if your mouth is sensitive, it might take a little while, but love it. Absolutely love it. So that could be an option too. I mean, honestly, there are so many little small appliance type items. So let's do that. In this video right here, I'm going to dedicate $2,000 right here in this video to these little items right here. And again, I want to talk about the dollar amounts on this for just a second here. Now, typically, I don't talk about this just because I try to do what's best for everybody. I try to, if somebody sends me a list of 10 different items, what I try to do is we try to break it all down and try to choose maybe like 3 to 5 or 6 items out of that list. And we try to keep it, kind of within a reasonable dollar amount because we try to reach as many people as we can. But at the same time, we try to get everybody at least like 3, 4, 5, 6 items, something like that within that range. So anyway, when it comes down to these items, again, the spread on this is going to be pretty big, right? So here's what I want to do. I'm going to be totally real with you right now. I want to keep the items under $100 each. So this is going to reach about 20 people or so. Again, $2,000, it's going to go fast, okay? So here's the thing. I want to do what I can to reach out to you. So if you need something, if you want something right now, one quick side note. Rob, I think Rob, it should be your name, Rob. A couple weeks ago, we sent out Rob. This is another perfect example. A countertop, little like stovetop oven thing. Probably you saw the pictures a couple weeks ago. We shared it with you. Yeah, Rob was the first person to get a small appliance. He sent it out to me and he said, hey, this is really what I need right now. Mine, stopped a couple years ago. I haven't had anything yet. I really love it for like bagels and little personal pizzas and stuff like this. Is there any way you could swing it? And I thought, you know what? Let's try it. Let's see what happens here. So maybe you caught that video maybe a couple weeks ago. Honestly, I don't even remember the title of the video, where that picture was located. But when Rob received it, he sent me a picture of the item that he got. So he's the first one that got one of these bigger small items is what I'm calling it. So Rob, if you're watching, hey, hope you're enjoying your little countertop toaster oven. That was super cool, right? Oh, which by the way, toaster, that's another thing on the list too. Toaster, I mean, seriously, toaster's always awesome, right? Who doesn't love some toast? So anyway, that could be an item as well if you need something like this. All right, so here's what I want to do. Again, I want to keep these items under $100. So if you send me a link to an item or if you request an item that's like $200, I'm just going to be real with you right now. I'm not going to be able to swing that right now. So what I want to do is I want to take this $2,000, dedicate it to these smaller type appliance items. Again, if it's $50, great. That just means I can reach more people. If it's $80, totally fine. If it's $110, I mean, maybe we can make it work, but I'm just being real with you. I want to keep it under $100 per item just so that we can really reach at least 20 people. Ideally, hopefully, the items come in a little bit more around like the $50 to $80 range, something like that. And hopefully we can reach like 25, 27, 28 people, something like that in this. So yes, the numbers are going to be a lot less in this video because honestly, we're spending more per person. We're spending about double per person. I'm going to be real with you right now. All the other videos in the cleaning supplies, kind of the range that I've given my assistant, which by the way, many of you know about this person already. I hired somebody to help me specifically with this project. Her only job is to fulfill orders for me. Seriously, that's the only thing I ask of her. Seriously, so when I get orders from all of you coming in, I send them all directly to her and she's super fast on Amazon. She fulfills all the orders for me. She sends me the confirmations and boom, and then I send them out to you. So just being real with you. But here's the parameters that I gave her on those cleaning type items, those lists. I've never shared this before, but I'll be honest with you right now. So when I reached out to her, I said, here's the deal. You can spend up to about $50 per person. Just being real with you right now. That's what I told her. And I said, if it comes in at 55, fine, just do it. If it comes in at 60, fine, that's fine. But if it comes in at 42, again, that's fine, whatever. Just keep it around like the $40 to $60 range, kind of around that $50 per person range. That's what I told her, and that's what she's been doing. So again, sometimes it's a little more, sometimes it's a little less. Again, I'm just being totally transparent with you right now with how that project has been working so far. So considering this project, we're dedicating $2,000 here to it. And again, the dollar amount that we're allocating per person is going to be about double. So just with this video alone and this $2,000, we're going to be able to reach about 20 people versus usually about 40 people with the same amount of money. So just being real with you right now, but I want to ramp this up. Let's try it, see how it goes in this video. And see, do you like these little items you're getting? Is it the next phase of this project? Because I told you before, I told you maybe a month or so ago, I've been saying by the end of this year, I want to make it my goal to buy at least 5 big items. When I'm talking big items, I'm talking like a refrigerator, a car, like a water heater. I mean, seriously, like big stuff that's like anywhere between $1,000 and like $3,000, okay? So that's what I want to do by the end of this year. I want to buy at least 5 of those bigger items for at least 5 of you here in the community. I've seen some of you reaching out already saying, hey, I could use a car. Yeah, I bet there's a lot of people out there that could use a car right now. So please, let's work our way up to that. This is going to be the next step in this process. Let's throw this one out there right now. Let's try it, a little beta test within the test, and see how this little small appliance goes. If it goes well, maybe we'll start ratcheting it up and start doing other items like this. But I want to throw this out there as well. If you still do truly need cleaning type products, laundry detergents, dish soaps, dishwasher tabs, all kinds of stuff like that, throw those comments down below too as well. No problem with that at all. I'm just simply saying if there's any little appliance type items that you need, and again, try to keep them kind of reasonable. $100 or less is try to keep it where that's at, and we'll try to work with it from there. If it's much more than $100, I'm going to be real with you. I probably won't be able to do it right now, just because I want to reach at least 20 people minimum with this video right here and these small appliances, because I feel like that's going to be kind of a decent sample size, at least 20 items going out to see, did it go well? Did it not really go well? Was it tough? Were there a lot of requests that I didn't really know how to fulfill? I mean, seriously, it's going to be a lot of moving parts here. The thing with like laundry detergents and dish soap, I mean, seriously, it's so straightforward, right? I want some Dawn Blue. Boom, you got it. You got some Blue Dawn coming to your house. You know what I mean? I want some Gain Original Scent. Boom, done. You got it. You know what I mean? It's so basic and it's so easy. That's why I started out with that stuff, because realistically, we all use that type of product. We all use those things, but at the end of the day, it's like, it's kind of the basic stuff. And now I want to ratchet it up a little bit more, and we'll see how this goes. So keep those comments coming in down below. Let me know what it is you need. Try to be as specific as possible. Well, actually, you don't need to be totally specific as possible down in the comment section. Just be like, hey, I need a toaster. Hey, I need a blender, whatever. You know what I mean? I need this, I need that, whatever it happens to be. Just let me know what it is. As I choose names out of the comment section, what I'll do is I'll reach out to you, and then I'll ask you for specifics of exactly what you're looking for. Tell me, which toaster do you want? Do you have a brand in mind? Do you want a 2-slice or a 4-slice? You know what I mean? So all the cool stuff, right? So this is going to be super fun. I'm excited about this. So keep watching your messages down below. Be patient with me on this one. I'm going to choose far less names on this video, just because we're dealing with a smaller amount of money here, and it's not going to reach quite as many people. And I want to make sure that we do the $2,000, but at the end of the day, I don't want to go over by like $1,000. You know what I mean? So I'm going to choose people a little bit more slowly in this video. Usually I just go at it. I literally just go into the comment section. I just choose people left and right. To be honest with you, one more time, usually when I choose names, I'm usually like in the middle of a workout at the same time. So I'm usually like on the little like elliptical machine, and I'm like, this guy, this person, you know what I mean? So I'm just like choosing people one right after the other, sending out messages left and right. And which, by the way, it's not only men that I choose women, men. I mean, I literally choose anybody that the random comment generator sends to me. So that's what it is. So in my example there, I was just saying a second ago, this guy, I meant like this person is what I said. So anyway, pretty cool stuff. Leave those comments down below. I'm excited to see your messages coming in. I'm excited to see what kind of items many of you are reaching for and asking for in this video. And let's hope it works out well, because if we need to transition into this, and if this all goes well, you know what? We can throw this down and we can start doing this maybe, once, twice a week, something like this. We can throw it down and add some of this into the mix. This would be super cool. So I'm excited to see your messages down below. I wish you the best of luck. Again, please be patient with me. I'm trying to choose as many people as I can. Unlike the Congress and the federal government, I have a limited supply of resources that I'm working with. Unlike Congress, where they can just approve billions of dollars because it's not their money. You know what I mean? So it's a totally different program here. So I'm doing what I can to reach out to you. Anyway, watch for those messages down below, and watch out for the impersonators. You know who they are. I'm not going to go through that spiel again. You know what I'm talking about. But again, just watch for those messages down below. Keep those comments coming in. And again, if you have not done so yet, do me a huge favor. The only 3 things that I ask of you: number 1, subscribe to the channel. Number 2, continue coming back and watching all the videos between now and going forward. And number 3, share this video with your friends, family, social media. That's all I want from you. Just your support. support here on the channel. All I want is some friends. Thank you so much for your continued support. Enjoy your day and watch for me down in the comments section, and let's get some appliances out to you, right? So anyway, enjoy.